Afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Elite and the Bandits. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jake Odorizzi gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
For the Elite.
Stepping into the box, Ronald Acuna. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
Guy does a lot of different things in the ball field. Not only has this guy been a hit machine all year, but he also leads the league in runs scored right now. So you have to give credit to the guys behind him who are driving him in as he's been getting on all season long.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Payoff pitch one more time. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swing and a miss for strike one. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. The 2-1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the right field, number 18, Mitch Haniger.
Digging in, Mitch Haniger, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Didn't waste any time, like the first pitch he saw, to keep the inning going.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the fastball sails on him, and that gets away. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Chris Paddock will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Designated hitter.
Now here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. So, guys, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Swing and a liner, but foul. Again, a 1-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Raimel Tapia comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
Interesting pitch selection right there. In off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game want to go in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get on first base free of charge.
Still 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Grounded to short. And there are 2 away now. Chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Carlos Correa is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Racing back the center fielder to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a solo shot here for Carlos Correa. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Cano is in don't you know. part of his New York nickname days. Oh, that ball comes in and gets him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Second inning coming up. It's an early 1-0 lead. Stepping up now, Juan Soto. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Not sure this guy really has a legit shot at winning the Triple Crown. He's not in the top 5 in home runs, but he certainly has had a rock-solid season.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Soto is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away from him goes right into his bat path.
Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it 1 away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Left side of the infield into the shift. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Plate now is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's hitless in the first 2 games of the series, 0 for 8. Right side, McMahon's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Digging in, Adam Hazley. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Time for a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And surprisingly today, the best arm resides out in center field. This guy's known for his range. We get it. He can go gap to gap. He's got an accurate arm. But I'll tell you what, you won't see many guys trying to take the extra base on him. He has got an absolute cannon out there.
Into the box now, Josh Fuentes, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Josh Fuentes becomes out number 2 this inning. At the plate, John Ryan Murphy. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Chop toward the second baseman. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
Guy continues to swing a hot bat. Hit over 300 last month. We'll see if he can keep scorching here in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Into the box, Joey Bart. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Drives it out to deep right center field. Giving chase is Tapia. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And boy, this was just about as good a catch as you're ever going to see, but he just couldn't get there as the ball skips beyond him for 2 bases. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Bart leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Runner going a second time. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not nearly in time as he took that one on the pitcher. So 1-1. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Ooh, that was ugly. Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Fouled off. Second and third here, 1 man out. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. In to score from third is the tying run. It's 1-1.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, but he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double, and a bit of a break on defense as only one run is going to score. So here's Pete Alonso. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
McMahon has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So 2 on with 2 away, and digging into bat next, the ever dangerous Juan Soto. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. One and one. Here it is.
Count 2-1.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
2-2 the count. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Las Vegas is out in front 2-1. Digging in for his second at bat, Bobby Evans. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Evans
just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Soto has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. And with 1 away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Striding in, Raimel Tapia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
now batting. The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Carlos Correa. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. plate, Torres, as we begin the top of the fourth.
The shortstop.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two. Now a curveball misses inside. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Guerrero, just 21 years of age. This is his second year as a major leaguer. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia, and that retires the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Avisail Garcia. A base hit in his first trip. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Pops this one up. Alonso will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series. 50th pitch of the game on its way. 1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Gabriel, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. McMahon, a 25-year-old, he was selected in the 11th round during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
So now to the plate, Adam Hazley. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Still only one out in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a two-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Josh Fuentes will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now the pitch. Fastball well outside. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Ground ball left side. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
2 out with the man at first. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 4. It's now a 3-2 ball game. At the plate, Joey Bart. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Now the pitch.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder of the 13th, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
As we take a look at the pitch count, you can see that it's not that high, but you have to wonder maybe if the heat is taking it out on this guy a little bit. The weather can be the great equalizer, especially when the temps are starting to...
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. The 1-0. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, what a play. The throw. What a play. Next will be the designated hitter, Bobby Evans. He flew out in his last at-bat. Liner toward right center. Acuna is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding into the plate next will be Raimel Tapia. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He went down on strikes last time up. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Mitch Haniger.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even know it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Therefore, it is Garcia, and he's got it for the first out. And this throw gets away from him. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up the dynamic bat of Juan Soto. From the stretch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. As a look, now the pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Digging in once again, Avisail Garcia. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Andres Munoz enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. He's set and the pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. There's Robbie Cano now. Cano waits on the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Soto will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Ryan McMahon will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Torres. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Swinging a soft liner. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. Now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Adam Hazley 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. No balls and 1 strike. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Line towards center field. Acuna is right there, 1 down.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Fuentes. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Soft grounder left side. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher.
So digging in now, John Ryan Murphy. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. No balls and a strike to count. And that misses 1-1.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
But they'll get the out at first anyway. And that, rather bizarrely, will end the inning. Cecil Bundy has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Joey Bart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Taylor Trammell will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 86, Taylor.
First offering on its way. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Now running at second base, number 86, Taylor.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Runner goes for third. Strike taken. The throw not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. This one's down to third. The tag gets 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Garcia has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Tying run headed home. He will score. We are knotted at 3.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Striding into the box, Pete Alonso. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Comes set, the 0-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Taylor Trammell will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Bobby Evans. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Now this will rattle up against the wall, and this is going to get down for what should be extra bases, and there's your potential go-ahead run.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Lifted the other way to left center. Acuna giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Runner at second, 1 away, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. Set. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. There's a fastball well off the plate inside. And it's fouled away. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. Pitch saws him off as this one's lifted in the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Here now is Juan Soto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Samtui Valala takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. C.J. Abrams will come on to pinch hit now with the runner at first and nobody out. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Tapia's in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. His prior history versus this arm, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Ball 1. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Fouled away. Now the 1-2 pitch. Got him.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The set and the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 5. C.J. Abrams will remain in the game in the 9th spot in the order and take over at shortstop. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Keone Kela enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
From the stretch. And that misses for ball 1. Hard hit towards center. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's out number 1. Christian Yelich will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with 1 gone. We'll start in here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Possible winning run just 90 feet away here. 1 away. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now. Stepping in, John Ryan Murphy. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
High strike there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from Yankee Stadium in just a moment. Christian Yelich will stay in the game, taking over in right and batting number 9. So striding in, Nick Solak. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. Acuna digs in now. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Go, that's inside.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, the second baseman.
Now at the plate, Willie Calhoun. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Comes set, the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Tapia. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Bobby Evans. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Soto is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Austin Adams takes the mound to start the 11th inning. So stepping in, Mitch Haniger. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Leading off for the Elite, the right fielder.
First pitch on its way.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Here it comes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Now the pitch.
Look out, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. Whoa, that's down.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Standing in, Juan Soto. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. The 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and is now 5-3.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets him in a hurry with 1 swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
Buck Farmer will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Into the box, C.J. Abrams. Liner towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Back up the middle, reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So here's Avisail Garcia, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. He's set and the pitch.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Pitch on the way. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Ryan McMahon is on deck. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
That's through. He's got a base hit, his second in this one. 2 for 5 now.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
2-0 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run game, 6-5 the final today. Buck Farmer claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score. First, for your victorious home team, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.